The NSA recorded every phone call you ever made. Every single one. In January 2006, a retired AT&T technician named Mark Klein walked into a lawyer's office in San Francisco. He carried documents that would expose the largest illegal surveillance operation in American history. Klein had discovered something inside AT&T's Folsom Street facility. A secret room. Room 641A. Nobody at AT&T was allowed inside except NSA agents. What Klein found in the blueprints made his blood run cold. The NSA had installed beam splitters on the fiber optic cables. These devices copied every email, every phone call, every text message passing through AT&T's network. 100% of it. Not just suspected terrorists. Not just criminals. Every American citizen. The data flowed directly to NSA headquarters in Fort Meade, Maryland. Klein estimated the operation began in February 2003. 3 years of total surveillance. Nobody knew. But here's what nobody expected. AT&T wasn't the only company involved. The program actually started right after September 11, 2001. President George W. Bush authorized it personally. The code name was Stellarwind. The NSA pitched it as a counterterrorism tool. Target foreign terrorists communicating with Americans. Sounds reasonable. Except they lied about the scope. General Michael Hayden ran the NSA at the time. He told Bush they needed to act fast. No time for warrants. No time for court approval. The Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act required warrants for domestic surveillance. FISA courts existed specifically for this purpose. The NSA ignored them completely. They went straight to the telecommunications companies. AT&T, Verizon, and BellSouth all cooperated. Sprint and Qwest refused initially. The NSA offered them legal immunity. A secret deal with the Department of Justice. Your company helps us, we protect you from lawsuits. AT&T agreed immediately. They began construction on secret rooms in multiple cities. San Francisco, Atlanta, Seattle, San Diego, Los Angeles. Each room contained identical equipment. Naris STA 6400 devices. These machines could process 10 gigabits of data per second. That's roughly 10 million emails per second. The entire internet backbone of the United States was compromised. But the technology was just the beginning. What the NSA did with the data was far worse. By 2004, even government insiders started questioning Stellarwind. James Comey was Deputy Attorney General at the time. He refused to recertify the program in March 2004. He called it illegal. Unconstitutional. Alberto Gonzales was White House counsel. He didn't care what Comey thought. Gonzales and Bush Chief of Staff Andrew Card went to a hospital. Attorney General John Ashcroft was recovering from emergency gallbladder surgery. They tried to get Ashcroft to overrule Comey while he was sedated. Ashcroft refused. Even from his hospital bed, he knew it was wrong. The NSA modified the program slightly to keep it running. They claimed they were only collecting metadata now. Phone numbers, call duration, location data. Not the actual content of calls. Another lie. Mark Klein's documents prove they copied everything. Full content. Full access. The NSA built a massive data center in Bluffdale, Utah. The Utah data center became operational in 2014. It cost $1.5 billion to construct. The facility can store 12 exabytes of data. That's 12 billion gigabytes. Enough to store every phone call made by every American for 100 years. They weren't just collecting data. They were building a permanent record. But here's what nobody noticed at the time. A 29-year-old NSA contractor was watching all of this happen. His name was Edward Snowden. And he was about to burn it all down. On June 5, 2013, Edward Snowden met journalist Glenn Greenwald in Hong Kong. Snowden brought 1.7 million classified NSA documents. The revelations destroyed the NSA's cover story completely. PRISM was the real name of the program. It gave the NSA direct access to the servers of 9 major companies: Microsoft, Yahoo, Google, Facebook, YouTube, Skype, AOL, Apple. The NSA could read your emails before you could. They tracked every website you visited. Every search query. Every private message. The scope was unbelievable. In 2013 alone, the NSA collected metadata on 124.8 billion phone calls. That's just what they admitted to. The real number was likely higher. They also ran a program called Muscular. It tapped the fiber optic cables between Google and Yahoo data centers. outside the United States, where they claimed no legal restrictions applied. They intercepted 181 million records in just 30 days. The NSA spent $10.8 billion annually on these programs. Your tax money. Funding the largest violation of the Fourth Amendment in history. Courts eventually ruled on it. In 2015, the Second Circuit Court of Appeals declared the program illegal. Judge Gerard Lynch wrote that the NSA's interpretation of the law was unprecedented and unwarranted. In 2020, the Ninth Circuit Court ruled the warrantless wiretapping program was unconstitutional. But here's the thing that should terrify you. The NSA never stopped. They just renamed the programs. Made them slightly more legal on paper. The infrastructure Mark Klein discovered in 2006 is still operational today. Every text you send passes through systems the NSA can access. Every call you make generates metadata they collect. The USA Freedom Act of 2015 was supposed to end bulk collection. It didn't. It just moved the data storage from NSA servers to telecommunications companies. The NSA still queries the data whenever they want. Section 702 of FISA still allows warrantless surveillance of Americans communicating with foreign targets. In 2022, that provision was renewed again. 248 Congress members voted to continue it. Mark Klein is 73 years old now. He never went to prison for exposing the truth. AT&T never faced criminal charges. Edward Snowden lives in Russia under asylum. He can't return to America without facing espionage charges. The punishment for revealing crimes is worse than the punishment for committing them. The technology has only improved since 2006. Facial recognition. Voice analysis. Artificial intelligence that can predict your behavior. They know more about you than you know about yourself. If this story kept you watching until the end, subscribe. We expose a new truth every week. And here's what we're investigating next. The NSA isn't the only agency with access to this data. Five Eyes intelligence sharing means 4 other countries are watching you too. Subscribe for a new dark truth every day.